What's up everyone, it's Artie here, and today I'm gonna show you how to beat Bloodborne really fast without getting any hits. So the main reason why I'm making this guide is a lot of people want to join Team Hitless, but some of them don't have a capture card. And the problem with that is that consoles can only record runs up to 1 hour. So the PS4 and PS5, if you want to make a video, it will only record up to 1 hour. And if you don't have a good internet to stream or you don't have a capture card, there's no way to work around that. Which means you're gonna have to splice your runs or something similar, which is not allowed for you to join Team Hitless with a spliced run. And another reason for this guide is I mean, just in general, players that want to get better times while doing their hitless runs. I know a few people in the community are really into hitless speedruns, and sub 1 hour is a good goal for them. I would say a very respectable time in Bloodborne would be sub 50 or sub 45, which you can totally achieve with the routes that I'm going to present here. So without further ado, let's just start it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna be explaining stuff too in depth because I assume you know the basics, but I'll try my best to explain everything as I go. So just use whatever name you want and start with military veteran and then load your favorite character or whatever you want and it's time to start. Excuse me. I am live on Twitch, by the way. So if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to come over and follow me here. Because I'm doing a lot of challenges live. In Yosefka's clinic, you're going to want to open the door, obviously. And while you're running down the stairs, equip your hunter's mark. You don't need to kill the wolf, but if you want to be extra safe, you might as well do it. And if you're starting to run Bloodborne now, it's a good thing to do so you can get these 3 blood vials. You can also pick those up, which is 2 more, I believe. But just remember that every extra item that you pick is a little bit of time loss. Pick up these vials, break this, and grab the Molotovs, strafe these guys, and go up the ladder. I just realized I forgot to start my run timer, but it's not a problem. Here we go back to the hunter's dream. And we're going to pick up the saw cleaver and the hunter's pistol and use the hunter's mark to go back to the lamp. Because it's faster than going to the tombstone. So saw cleaver, hunter's pistol, and mark. Yeah, Shady. The sneeze and the timer. It all comes full circle. So in Central Yharnam, while you're running through this bridge, equip the saw cleaver and the hunter's pistol, lock onto this guy, quick step, grab the Molotovs. This area is really straightforward, although it's a little bit scary. You just run in the middle of the enemies and strafe the gunshot. If you just go fast enough, you're pretty much never gonna have to worry about any of the enemies. You can pick up those blood vials, but they're unnecessary. Assuming you're doing a hitless run, you're not gonna need the vials. because you're not gonna take hits. We're not gonna talk to Eileen because this is any percent, and we're not gonna use many hunter's marks. Go around here. You can kill those crows and grab the auto arms if you want to cheese Gascoigne, but I personally prefer to just fight him. We're not gonna pick up the music box because it's way too slow. You lose like 40 seconds to a whole minute picking it up. Maybe more, I never really timed it. We're also not gonna go through the sewers and with the pig to grab the badge because it's unnecessary. We're not gonna be using throwing knives in this run. So yeah, equip your Molotovs, strafe these guys. Got the corner here. You can heal here if you want, just to be full health for Gascoigne. In case this is one of your practice runs. So our goal with Gascoigne will be to backstab him, Visceral, and Molotov. Oh, I still got it. Nice. So yeah, Visceral, Molotov, and now he's gonna transform, so you can backstab him again for free. Visceral, Molotov. Now he's gonna go to phase 3. Sneak up on him. Backstab. Visceral. Molotov. And that's Gascoigne. We're not going to pick up the Gascoigne gem right there because it's a 2% attack up gem and it's not really good enough for you to justify wasting your time picking it up. If you feel like you have a lot of time to waste, you might as well pick it up, but I really don't think it's substantial enough to justify it. Yeah, Shady. Glitchless is exactly what you're looking for. This run is glitchless, for example. Pick up the hunter set. Pick up these 6 vials. Now you're gonna snipe the dog with a Molotov. Fairly simple to line up. Hug the wall to your left, and the enemies are never going to follow you. Now here you're going to go to the middle of the stairs and walk back down, and the dogs are going to follow you back down here. Throw a Molotov, kill both of them. Strafe the gunshot. Some people like to kill the gunman, but it's unnecessary. Talk to Alfred to get some free fire papers.
Take this.
And we're going to Yharnam. Pull the lever, grab the Madman's Knowledge. You can equip the Hunter set if you want to. Wow. PS5 menuing, by the way. This is my first stream on PS5, so I'm still getting used to the controller. I've played with the PS4 controller for years now. And yeah. That wolf can sometimes follow you down here. It's not a big deal if it does, but just be wary of it. I'm gonna equip the blood cocktails just in case, because I want to show a safe but still fast strat for this area. On a big line here to avoid that guy. Drop down to this tower and roll out of it, and then roll again. No, Bloodborne does not have adaptive trigger. And here you can do a little trickery, like queuing up a hill to slow your momentum, but it's whatever. Lock onto the guy and quick step. You don't really need to use any cocktails in this area, but I'm gonna use one just to show you where to pick up even more cocktails. So you throw one at this pillar and you grab two. So it's two for the price of one. And you just waste like, I don't know, two or 3 seconds doing it. So in case you're struggling with some areas and you need extra cocktails, that's something worth picking up. This guy's in a bad position. I don't like that. Here you can throw a cocktail, but you don't really need to if you're just fast enough to grab these hunter's mark. Like so. So now I'm gonna unequip these, because I'm gonna use fire paper, beast blood pellets, and hunter's mark. Use a fire paper here. And we're gonna do YOLO BSB. Use your beast blood pellet here. Backstab the first opening. Now you lock onto BSB, follow him. Oh, I tried to parry but I missed, my bad. So I'm just gonna backstab again. Usually the second opening is supposed to be R1, L1, L1. And as you can see, I'm completely fucking it up. It should not be a huge deal. You can parry that. R1, L1. And BSP should probably be dead for this. Yeah. Wait for the boss to explode and use your hunter's mark. That was not a perfect YOLO BSB, but it's whatever. I lost a little bit of time. Now we're going to the workshop. The old workshop. We're not gonna kill the Wandering Nightmare to the other side, because it's a waste of time. Here there's a trick where you can use your emotes here and then roll out of the planks. You're always going to survive with this little bit of health. You don't need to heal. So you don't waste time healing, you're gonna heal here when your stamina runs out. Pick up the umbilical cord, which is unnecessary to be honest. Oh, actually no, it's yeah, you need it for the blood shards. Yeah, that would be cool, Ares. And Ghost as well. We could all work on it together. Roll out of that plank, you're never gonna die. This guy always turns out around, so you don't have to kill him. Have your full stamina, then sprint all the way to the elevator. And you should always escape those guys. Pop the umbilical cord here. And have your fire paper equipped, because it's the next item you're gonna use. Open that gate, because you're gonna go back there. Grab these. And here you can have perfect stamina to just sprint all the way to the door. E aí, WBR Souls, boa noite, cara. Tudo bem? Eu não vou interagir muito com o chat hoje porque eu tô fazendo um guia, mas... Bem-vindo, cara. Valeu por parar aí. So you're gonna pop the fire paper when your stamina runs out. Get close to Amelia, and these blood pellets, R1, L1, L1 to the arm, R1, L1, L1 to this leg, wait for your stamina, do the same here, and one extra L1, hit the head, lock on, and do so. R1, L1, L1 on the leg to stagger her. You can go to the side and R1, L1. And now it's 4 R1s to stagger again, and 3 more to kill them. And that's Amelia with a +0 weapon. Which saves a lot of time. And now we'll go back to the lamp because it's faster than running down. Believe it or not. And we're gonna go through the gate that we just opened. Here, to be really honest, you can wait like 1 or 2 seconds for those guys to go up the stairs. And then you can 100% safely open this. But if you don't want to wait, you don't need to. You can pick up these Madman's knowledge on the way. It's pretty free, you don't really waste any time picking it up. And for this guy, you can actually consistently grab this shard like very quickly, as you can see. Like, it seems super dangerous, but once you practice it a little bit, you're really never gonna get hit there. And you can strafe everything that Brainsucker does. Tell him the password. Grab this if you want to. Drop down here and roll, and you should get the animation cancel, which I didn't get, surprisingly. Strafe this guy through this side, and grab the lamp. You can throw a pungent blood cocktail if you want to lure him and be extra safe, but you don't really need to. So here we're gonna sell the all sets. We're gonna buy 16 shards. And we're gonna get our weapon 2+4. And equip the gem that we picked up before Forbidden Ones. Running R1, L1 kills the doll, and then you can level up faster. You're gonna want 25 and 22. Perfect. So for shadows, you're gonna have a 25-22 character, 25 strength, 22 skill, and a +4 weapon with the 7% gems. Now, if you want to be extra safe with shadows, if you're not comfortable with shadows, you really want to play safe, you can light the lamp and go through Forbidden Woods, and then pick up the shortcut, the elevator shortcut, and get a +6. Kill that guy. Drop down here. Oh! I kinda killed my run. But let's keep going. Doesn't really matter. I want to teach you guys a lot of stuff, so... It kinda killed my run, but not really. It's not going to be a huge deal. I don't know why I used fire paper. But yeah, I killed that Wandering Nightmare, pick up the shards, and now you want to come over here. Kill the dog. All of them. I like to do a running R2 here because of the distance it gets me. Pick up the blue elixirs. You don't need to equip them, and you can pick up these bullets as well. And you pick up beast blood pellets through the wall there. Use a blue elixir and just run through. Regen your stamina and go through the river. Some people like to throw molotovs at these guys. I find it unnecessary personally, but it's a matter of personal preference. Pick up these shards. You can also pick these up, and if you want to be extra safe, you can also pick these cocktails up. So now, like, yeah, 7 cocktails. I have a lot of cocktails for late game, which can be super useful. For this cannon, you just have full stamina at the start, like after the oil river, after you pick up the shards, and then you run real fast. And this is the worst enemy of the entire area. You have to learn how to dodge him. He has like 3 or 4 different attacks. Some of them have different timings, and the only way for you to learn it properly is to just practice. Practice a lot and get used to all of his attacks. We're not getting the shortcut because we're going straight to shadows, but we're gonna pick more shards on the way. So right now I have 10 shards, and I want 3 more, which I can find over here. So you go through the big snake ball, drop down here, and 3 shards, there you go. And it's super safe, as long as you're fast. So Shadows with a +4 and the stats that we have is a little bit better than BL4, but obviously worse than getting a +6. But it should not be a huge problem. Your damage is still better than +4, which means you can still kill the Katana Shadow in the transition, which is very important. So you're gonna use a Beast Blood Pellet here, run all the way up here, and Charter 2. Hopefully gets all 3 of them, I only got 2. You can parry. Oh, I didn't mean to Visceral. I wouldn't recommend you to Visceral enemies in this fight, because it's really, really dangerous. You can get hit as you get out of the Visceral very easily. So if you can avoid it, don't do it. Shadows, they don't have any hyper armor attacks, so you can cancel any of their attacks with R1. So yeah, get them low and wait for your buff to run out, because now you want to rebuff, parry this guy, and go for the transition. And the fight is kind of over. That guy is still dangerous, so you're gonna loop him around the arena. Lure him away from the fireball guy. Hit the fireball guy a few times. Run away, and just keep doing this loop. Be careful with that backhand. That's his most dangerous attack. What you want him to do... Yeah, so yeah, that's a problem. Optimally, what you want him to do is exactly that, Fire Breath. So this is a really bad position, you don't want to be in that position. Yeah, exactly. So, get the Fire Breath, kill the guy, and start the loop. This is not the fastest shadow ever, but it's really consistent. And the hit that I took was my fault. So for the purpose of this guide, it still works very well, this fight. I'm gonna light the lamp here and go back to the Hunter's Ring to get a +6 for Rom. Thanks for the GGs. You can get a, like, you can level up if you want to. It's not really necessary, but since I wasted a fire paper, I'm gonna level up. Because usually I would have to use that fire paper on Rom, but I completely wasted it. So I'm gonna level up just to have a little bit more damage, and hopefully one cycle her. So yeah, go back to Shadow's Lamp. Now we have a +6 and good stats for Ron. And here you're gonna want to equip a blue elixir. This enemy, I'm pretty sure you can kill him with a R1L1 combo. Yeah. And it's very consistent as well. So if you want to take this area safely, you can shoot this guy and then shoot this guy. And just do this. Charger to them. And the last one can be a non-charger. Yeah, it should still work, Infant. Prepare your blue elixir. If you want to just go fast, you don't need to kill those enemies, by the way. If you're fast enough, they're never gonna reach you, so it's personal preference. If you want to be extra safe and you feel like you have the time to waste, by all means do it. But yeah, or you can just run. Blue elixir right as you enter the building, and hug the railings of the stairs, and Yuri will never see you. Fairly simple strategy. So yeah, pretty fast. Yuri doesn't see you. You can talk to Willem and get some extra insight, but you don't really need it. Optimally, you would roll out of that, but yeah, I gotta start the roll. And on Rom, you're gonna shoot her so that the spiders fall and they don't fall on top of you. So your goal on Rom is to kill the spiders as fast as possible, because this is gonna be the slowest fight in the run. And the fastest you kill the spiders, the better. So just count to 10. There's 10 spiders. I killed 3, so 4, 5, 6. And there's no way to work around Rom. You have to practice her a lot and get used to the spider patterns to know how to kill them fast and safe. And there you go, not the best spider clear ever, but not the worst. Gonna Beast Blood Pellet and do Uncharged R2s to Rom's head. This is really bad RNG. She's backstepping a lot. Yeah, that's not something you want to see. So now you would use the fire paper. Dodge L1 L1. Do this combo R1 R1 R1. Charge R2. And I didn't get the 1 cycle because I didn't have a fire paper. So Rom is going to spawn over there. If you don't get the 1 cycle, you can just equip a Molotov and throw it at her. And it makes quick work out of Rom. If you stand right here, you're gonna get a instant teleport, which is pretty fast as well. It's like the fastest thing you can get in a Rom fight. So you don't need to find the Queen Yharnam. You can learn more about it in Speed Souls if you join their Discord server and ask them how to get the instant teleports. So Yahar'gul has to be pretty quick. You're gonna want to strafe this guy or kill him if you feel uncomfortable. You don't really need the lamp because we're going straight to one Reborn. And yeah, just strafe everyone in the stairs. Strafe the gunshot as well. Down here, you're gonna want to pick up the boat papers. Hug the left side of the wall. Use a blue elixir. You can grab this if you want. Wait for the laser to kill the ladies, because you don't want to get hit by the laser. You can kill this guy if you want to. Not really necessary. So the thing with late game upgrades is that you can end the game with a +7, which is the fastest route you can do. Or you can go the extra mile to get a +8, which is not so hard to get. Or you can go even extra and grab a +9, which I personally would not super recommend. Now this is a really bad thing right here. I'm gonna just shoot the guy. Bunch of blood cocktails for the dogs. Throw it here and just run. And have your blue elixir ready for 3 hunters. Roll the guy in case he tries to hit you over the door opening. Hug the right wall. Now we're gonna go to the left and pick up some stuff. You're gonna want to circle this guy. So whatever way he's circling, you're gonna go behind his back. Always. Trigger this guy to go down, pick up these chunks. And I have seven chunks now, which is almost enough to a +8 already. Circle this guy behind his back as well. You can pick up these Madman's Knowledge if you want to, if you need them. And here we'll do a slightly safe way through Yahar'gul, which is to throw a cocktail here, grab this gem, and go up the ladder. Sorry, the stairs. And throw another cocktail here. And if you're short on vials, there's more vials here. Very useful. And now we're gonna go straight to Wonderborn. Just equip the bolt papers. And also equip the blood echoes that you got from Rom. Extend your cleaver here to skip having to jog after the cutscene. Heal so you have enough damage to kill the witches. I believe this is gonna be R1 L1, so it's similar to BL4. Yeah, it has to be R1 L1. So wait for the spit, kill the first witch, and then just kill all the rest. Very easy, very fast. Not a problem. The whole boss is the first witch. So once Wonderborn spits and you kill the first witch safely, the others are all super fast and super safe. Blood paper here on the stairs. Use blood pellet going out the door. Wait for him to reposition like that. And R1, L1, L1. And the boss is over. So now you just combo all of his legs. And it should do the trick. R1, 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 L1, L1 is my favorite combo. And in this, which I like to call his tail, you just do R1 and a charger 2. And combo the rest of his legs. GG. Pop the blood echoes while he dies. And let's go to Mensis. It's a pretty simple boss. Even if you are doing a hitless speedrun or something. Now you don't need that lamp, so don't waste your time lighting it. And in this area you just want to run through this corridor as fast as you can. And the enemies are never gonna hit you. Have your blood cocktails ready. You know, just for the first few enemies in Mensis. So on this guy you're gonna throw a cocktail kind of behind him a little bit. And wait for this guy to walk a little bit. And then R1, L1. You can also throw Molotovs at him. And just finish him off. And that guy is never gonna follow you. But you have to wait for the Wandering Nightmare to walk a little bit. Otherwise that guy can follow you. And yeah, that's not what you want to see. Now we're gonna go back to Hunter's Dream. Kill her again. Level up to 34, I believe. 34 strength, so you're gonna finish the game with 34, 25. Rebel plus 8. And equip the gem that you got in Yahar'gul for a lot of extra damage. For some reason I can actually get a 35, so I'm gonna do it. And we're gonna go back to Mensis. Oh, I forgot something. So I'm gonna go back to the Hunter's Dream. I'm gonna lose time here, but it should not be a huge problem. I just want to show you why I said that picking up Madman's knowledge throughout the run was unnecessary. As you can see, I have 12 insights, and I don't really have much to waste it with. So I'm just gonna go ahead and buy it all on blood cocktails. Because why not? And this way you have 0 insights and your beasthood meter is just better. And it's also gonna make Mensis a little bit less dangerous with the frenzy procs. So throw a cocktail here. Throw another one here. Go through the bridge. Throw one there. And just run through the door. Oh, the guy is actually following me, so... Oh no, he isn't. I was mistaken. I saw that giant making noises and hitting the air, and I thought it was a silver beast. Yeah, go through the sides to avoid all the spiders and stuff. Take a look if any of the spiders are following you. And now you're gonna strafe this guy. So yeah, usually he does that attack. You just strafe him. It's really, really simple. Just turn your joystick to the left a little bit and it's an easy strafe. We're gonna go here and pick up blue elixirs. Use one right here. And this is the path you're gonna take. It's not the fastest path, but it's the safest one. It's like super, super safe. Almost impossible for you to get hits. So yeah, just go around all the places that I did, and you should be fine. You're not gonna be using any more blood cocktails throughout the run, so just unequip that. And yeah, time for Micolash, which is one of the biggest memes in the run. Here you can pick up these bullets. You can also use your beast blood pellet already, because you want it to run out by the time you get to phase 2, so you don't waste any time waiting. Careful with the puppets, as always. This guy is in a bad position. You have to kill this puppet. This guy, if he's like all the way to the end of the corridor, you don't need to kill him. But if he follows you like he did to me, right here, then yeah, you have to kill him. Now just go for Micolash. Somehow backstabbed, but yeah, okay. So yeah, not the best phase 1, because he's not gonna be so low. To be as safe as possible, you should try to end phase 1 with Charge R2. This way he's gonna be like super low in phase 2 and you can finish him off with the plunge. With the amount of health that he has right now, I'm gonna have to fight him a little bit. So I might get hit, but I'm gonna show you how to do it if you're in the same spot. So buff here. Line up with the pillar. And yeah, plunge him. Heal to get your gem effect back. R2 him like that. Oh, I'm dead because yeah. Hopefully he dies. But yeah. Unfortunately, he backstepped, which means he could cast the Call Beyond, and he did. I'm gonna continue the guide because this is a good run. So I'm just gonna run through Mensis again. It's not a problem. So let's go through it again. We throw this here, or this one here. So, and that's why I said you should try to finish phase 1 with a Charizard 2. As you could see, he had like just a little bit of health left, and the Charizard 2 in phase 1 would have been enough to kill him. And that way I would completely skip phase 2, basically. But it's not a huge problem. Not at all. Let's just continue. Yeah, you can prevent it by shooting him or by sticking to him. But it's been a long time since the last time I saw that, so I wasn't expecting it, to be completely honest. So it was really bad RNG, but it was also my fault. If it happens in your run, you could avoid it. For sure, if you're expecting it. And the path here, in case you don't have blue elixirs, is pretty similar to the one with blue elixir. But instead, you're gonna strafe this one. Oh, never mind. You're gonna get hits. Yeah, this is fine. And that's why we use blue elixirs there. Yeah, exactly, infants. Micolash, if you have to go through the fog there, it's still the same fight, so just imagine this as if it was the first fight. As I said, use the Beast Blood pellets a little early. Wait for this guy to attack, or if he isn't attacking, you can just run by him. It's not a problem. This guy is in a bad position again. Yeah, I just killed them. And lure Micolash to the door. He can be a little bit of a bitch sometimes. I'm gonna use the bolt paper. So just to show you that the damage difference is not huge compared to my last attempt, for example. But the good thing about this is that it lines up perfectly with the Charizard 2. Now look at how much less health he has when compared to my last attempt. And I'm also gonna show you the safest way to go through this, which is to hide behind the pillar and wait for a shot. Or you can just run to be faster. So he has a much less health than in the last attempt. So hopefully the one cycle will work now. Line up. Oh. Yikes. I missed the plunge, so I guess I'm gonna show you another variation on how to deal with Micolash if you fuck up. If you miss the plunge, you just have to fight him. There's no way around it. So just walk over here, plunge him. What I like to do is I like to run around him to bait the tentacles. You do a double charge or two on his back and then visceral. So yeah, when he does that, run away and run back in. This is what I like to do personally. I added the hit that I took on the way back to Micolash. So yeah, like every strat has a workaround if you're knowledgeable enough about the game. So if you fail the Micolash plunge, don't panic. You can still salvage it. Like you can still go and save your run by killing him. I'm gonna get this lamp just in case. And we're going to Wet Nurse now. And what you can do with Wet Nurse is you can either go as you are right now, like with a +8 weapon and the gems that you have, or you can pick up the remaining chunks in this area and grab that gem right there behind that 3, and you're gonna have like a really good gem. You're gonna have a +9 weapon, and you can level up again to have even higher stats. So you're gonna have a lot more damage. But doing all of that is going to waste a lot of time. And speaking of wasting time, I'm gonna grab the elevator just in case I die, because I don't want to end the guy here. So yeah, you could go back to Hunter's Ring and level up your weapon, level up your character, and get a new gem, which is really, really good. Or you can just go into the fight with +8 and the gems that you have. And you're gonna see your damage isn't even bad. For this opening, you can hit her 3 times. R1, R1, L1 is her biggest opening. Really safe, really consistent. R1, L1 on that one, if you're fast enough. R1, L1 on this one as well. Now, Wet Nurse has a few ways of fighting her. You could go the way that I'm going, which is the safe way. This is the safe strat. Which is just bait and attack, and then go in, hit her, bait and attack, go in, hit her. This is really safe, you're pretty much never gonna get hit. Dodge the nightmare phase. There's a lot of guides out there explaining how to do it. But basically you wait for the purple ball to explode and then you dodge twice to the side. As I said, R1, R1, L1 to punish that. I was buffing, so I'm gonna do R1, L1. Or you can play like super aggressive on Wet Nurse, which is what I did in the Hitless tournament recently. But that's dangerous because she has an instant attack that could kill you. So I wouldn't recommend that if this is your first run. So just play safe and deal with whatever she throws at you. R1, L1. If you don't whiff the attacks, it's gonna be a better kill, by the way. And this is the last opening. And that's the run. That's Bloodborne. with pretty fast routes. It can be faster or it can be slightly slower. It depends on how you want to play. I still use quite a lot of safe strats in this run, so it's beginner friendly. I would say the hardest part of this run compared to a normal hitless route is shadows, because I fight them with a +4 instead of +6. But other than that, everything else is incredibly consistent and very safe. As you could see, you can still get the Rom on cycle, you can still kill Micolash with the plunge. Um, Wet Nurse is a safe boss. Early game is really safe. So this is just a very optimized route with regards to pathing and item pickups and everything else. So let's quit out and check our time, keeping in mind that I died once to Micolash. My death to Micolash wasted me, I want to say 2 minutes. Probably more actually. 4? Oh, 48. Yeah, I would say, yeah, my Micolash death probably lost me like 3 minutes. Maybe even 4 minutes, because I was late into phase 2. So yeah, that's a 51-56. While going fairly safely, I made a mistake and went back to the dream once. I wasted my fire paper before Rom. Um, I died once to Micolash. This without the death, and if I played better, this could have been a 47. And if I played even faster, this routes can be sub 45. Like for sure. This routes, when played optimally, you can get a sub 45 with it. So yeah, in case you're struggling with getting a run in, under an hour and you can't submit runs to Team Hitless and that bums you out, consider using these routes, or at least learn from it and adapt it to your own playstyle. As you can see, you still have quite a bit of leeway, and you can definitely get it even safer or a little bit slower. Or if you're going for pure speed, you can go much faster than this. So yeah, those are all things to consider. I want to say, yeah, this is definitely sub 45 routes. And if you're playing safely or slowly, or just chilling with your chat on Twitch or whatever, you can easily get a sub 50 as well. So yeah, that's the guide and that's the routes. Hopefully this helps out people in the future, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you all next time. Cheers.